What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with Dark Hay Outpost, and welcome to Gaming with Geeks. And we are getting an overload of information about the new Batman game that is scheduled to be announced during DC Fandome this Saturday. Now, we've heard tons about this game over the recent months and years, a lot of speculation on what it will be. We are going to cover some of the most recent and complete leaks that I have seen that make sense when you line up with all the official stuff that has also been released. Now, I did want to talk about, before we get to these leaks, I wanted to talk about things that we know. Now, what we do know is that there is this account, Redacted, that follows, let's see, who does it follow? It follows Warner Brothers Games and WB Games Montreal. Montreal are the ones who are making this game. Now, you may remember that Rocksteady made Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight, while Warner Brothers Montreal made Arkham Origins. This is scheduled to be a reboot of sorts of the Arkham series, and we have heard that it's going to be called Gotham Knights. Now, they've been tweeting out a couple things. The first one was this video here. A lot of people are under the speculation, the assumption that the Court of Owls are going to be the main antagonists in this game. Then we also had this, enter code 761. When you tilt it away, you're able to see that. Well, when people did that, they got something interesting. What they got was this, a screenshot of what appears to be a diagram of a city, a map. And there's Tugs right there actually replying to that. So there's Tugs. She went in and she did the code. Now, if you combine that with another thing that we got released, you can see here it's really filling out parts of a map. It is supposed to be an open world, just the same way that we got in Arkham City and Arkham Asylum. Now, in addition to that, if you enter all of these numbers that they've released a bunch of different teasers. It's not just 7-1, it's a bunch of other codes as well. Batman Arkham Videos found this out. This may just be a coincidence, but if you put all the codes together to unlock the 4 teasers from redacted.com, you get 761-941-364-995, which is the EAN number for Detective Comics 359, the debut of Batgirl. Warner Brothers Montreal developed Batgirl's DLC for Arkham Knight, and we have also, as we will get to in these leaks, heard that Batgirl will be making an appearance in Gotham Knights. One of our Discord users noticed the cover's very similar to Batman Gotham Knights 43. Take a look. They reused, right? They kind of remade that cover for Batman Gotham Knights. Very interesting indeed. Now, take us back to these leaks that are out here. A lot of this lines up with things that we already know. Batman Gotham Knights, made by Warner Brothers Montreal. Large open world city divided into 17 districts, each district controlled by an elite Talon. Now, the Talons are part of the Court of Owls, and we'll get into later why a lot of this kind of makes sense. 4 main playable characters: Batman, Nightwing, Robin, the Damian Wayne version, and Batwoman. Now, the Batwoman thing is the first I've heard of that. We had heard that it was going to be Batgirl, not Batwoman. This leaker is saying that it's going to be Batwoman. Who knows? Personally, I put a little more faith in what we heard, Batgirl, and maybe this could just be someone misinterpreting that. Switch between those characters at any time while they're in different places like GTA 5. Now, if that happened, that would be awesome. That would be really awesome to be able to just switch anytime wherever they're at in the city, and you could have them doing different missions. You could have at one time one mission going on with, say, Batman and Robin, and then another one with Nightwing and Batgirl or Batwoman, depending on who ends up being that 4th player. The main antagonist is the Court of Owls. Talons can regenerate after being defeated, just like they do in the comics, and will go after the character that defeated them. That could be interesting. Will it just be a surprise engagement? Who knows? Defeating an elite Talon means their district becomes part of Batman Inc., giving access to new upgrades, crafting materials, etc. Secret villains controlling the Court of Owls. Now, this is getting crazy. I hadn't heard anything like this before. But secret villains controlling the court are the 3 Jokers, based on Jeff Johns' upcoming comic. 3 Jokers has been something that has been in development for a very long time at DC. So that is interesting to me. coming early 2021 to PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Steam, Epic, and Stadia. The date also, we have heard in the initial round of leaks that it would be releasing late 2020, holiday of 2020. Now, with everything going on pandemic-wise, it would not be a surprise if that did get pushed back to 2021. But there are some discrepancies in what we have heard from both of these leaks. One, that Batgirl vice Batwoman, and then two, that release date. But much of it remains the same. The idea that you will have these 4 playable characters, the game that will be named Gotham Knights. That makes sense. If it was named Gotham Knight, might not have those 4. But just the idea that they're saying Gotham Knights kind of gives it away that it is going to be more than just Batman in this game. This is also the first I've heard that Damian Wayne will be that Robin. We hadn't heard anything necessarily before, just that Robin would be a character. Now, since this is a kind of a soft reboot from Arkham, I think it's really a hard reset. They just want to make sure they're still attached to that Arkham name because obviously those games are much beloved. It's not a surprise that they would bring in Damian Wayne. What will this be? We only have a few days left until DC Fandome. I'm sure Redacted is going to continue to drop these hints as time goes on. We know it's the Court of Owls. Like, there's no doubt about that, especially based off the last Redacted post that we had, which, if we go back to it, you can see here that they had a puzzle that they wanted people to take care of. And, of course, people quickly were able to do that. Where the heck did it go? Here it is. Boom. Puzzle solved. No doubt to me that these are Talons and that this is the Court of Owls. So we'll see what happens. DC Fandome only a couple days away. Even though this game's kind of been leaked and a lot of people know a lot about it, they're still continuing to build the hype and a lot of people are still really excited for it. I want to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Is this something you're looking forward to? Are you looking forward to potentially 4 playable characters, kind of a GTA 5 type of switching between them? That would be awesome in my opinion. But what about you? Let us know. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.